Meanwhile, health experts say Gauteng will enter the fourth wave of infections in 2 weeks' time. The province is currently seeing a rise in infections, driven largely by the new Omicron variant. Newzroom Afrika senior reporter Malungelo Booi has more.
But we want to prepare for the worst. In that sense, preparing for the worst means that we want to go back to the capacity we had at the peak of the third wave.
That's Gauteng Premier David Makhura as the province edges closer to the fourth wave. Out of the 8,000 positive cases reported in the country on Wednesday, about 6,000 of those came from Gauteng. According to health officials, the Omicron variant is driving the resurgence in the province. But while infections are rising, they are not as high as they were in the third wave.
Hospitalizations are increasing, but at a much lower rate than the cases, and also at a much lower rate than we saw in the third wave. Just by comparison, during the third wave, when Gauteng was reporting 90,000 COVID-19 cases per week, which is the number of cases we saw in the weekend of 27th November, we were reporting 5,777 new admissions in a week. But in comparison this time around, when we're at 9,000 new cases per week, we only reported 418 admissions that week. So it's giving us some indication that the rate at which cases are increasing is significantly faster than the rate at which hospitalizations. And this is leading us to believe that vaccination is probably already beginning to see an impact.
Authorities in the province say the residents must act as though Gauteng was already in the fourth wave.
The threshold for the fourth wave this time around is quite high, because we had a very high 7-day rolling average of daily cases at the peak of the third wave. I think it was somewhere about 12,000. And so the threshold for getting into a fourth wave is a 7-day rolling average of 3,400 roughly cases. 7-day rolling average. We're not there yet, but what we're saying is the rate at which cases are increasing, and the fact that we actually 2 days ago already surpassed the 7-day rolling average of cases that was the threshold for the third wave, to us it means that we're in a resurgence, and I think we need to behave like we're already in a wave.
Premier Makhura's concern is also about the 8 million citizens who are not vaccinated in the province.
We are not panicking, but we are deeply concerned about those who are still not coming to the forward to take their jabs.
The health officials are calling on the residents to avoid crowded spaces and to continue observing the COVID-19 health and safety protocols. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Malungelo, Booi in Madrid.